Hey y'all, today we're going to make these really cute bloom wooden blocks using scrap wood and my Cricut. You'll find everything I use listed here, plus a Dropbox link for the images below. I'm using scrap 1x4 wood pieces for this. Now I have 5 blocks total, 3 of them are 6 inches tall and 2 of them are 5 inches tall. I painted all of them using Waverly chalk paint and Snow White. If you want to seal them, you could use Mod Podge or polyurethane or even a finishing wax. All of the images that I'm using are going to be in the Dropbox link below. I'll also link the font I used. Now I'm going to walk you through how to download and install it. The font that I used is called Harrington from 1001 Free Fonts. I already have that one downloaded, so I'm just going to grab another one to show you the process. I'm going to pick Noria. Click Download, click Open File, and then go through the folders until you find your font. Now click the 3 dots and extract all. We need to choose where it's going to go. I made a folder on my desktop called Downloaded Fonts, so I'm going to just browse and select that. Go to Desktop, find the folder, select it, and then click Extract. Once it opens, you may have to go through a couple folders. Sometimes it's right there, but sometimes it's nested like this one. Here's the font. Last step. Right-click, hit Install, and you're done. Now open your Cricut Design Space. Click New Project, then Blank Canvas, and then start designing. We're making the word bloom, but we only need 3 letters, the B, the L, and the M. Click Text on the left and type your letters. I'm going to move these out of the way and change the font from Cricut Sans to Harrington. Fonts you download will be under System. That took me a minute to figure out. Now each block is about 3.5 inches wide. Here are the exact sizes you'll need. The B is going to be 3 inches wide and 5.63 inches tall. The L is going to be 3 inches wide and 4.57 inches tall. The M is 3.07 inches wide and 5.61 inches tall. Make sure you unlock that little lock icon so you can adjust width and height separately. Now let's upload the images from the Dropbox. Click Upload, then Upload Image, and then browse to your folder. Let's start with a flower. Click Continue, then select all the white areas so Cricut knows what to cut out. For this one, I'm clicking inside the petals in the center. Click Apply and Continue, then Single Layer, Continue, then Upload. It's a little big, but we'll resize that. Repeat this for the grass and the stems. If it's hard to select small areas, you can zoom in, and if you mess up, you just hit Undo. When you click the white areas, Cricut is going to fill them in with a checkered pattern. That's what gets cut out. And you can always go up here and use Preview if you want to double check everything. Now we need multiples. We need 5 grass pieces, 2 stems, and 4 flowers. And we're just going to copy and paste. Since the blocks are 3.5 inches wide, make the grass 3.5 inches wide too. For the stems, the one for the 5-inch block is going to be about 3.67 inches tall and 2.14 inches wide. The one for the 6-inch block is going to be about 4.71 inches tall and 2.75 inches wide. Click Make It and save your project. Make sure your mat size is correct. I'm using a 12 by 12. Now let's organize these by color. Most of mine is green, so I'm going to move all of the green items to mat number 2. You can move objects using the 3 dots menu. On mat number 2, I'm going to group these pieces together to save vinyl. I'm using 4 different colors here, but that is totally up to you. Click Continue and choose your material. I'm going to use premium vinyl, the permanent. Place your vinyl on the mat. Mine isn't very sticky anymore, so I'm going to tape them down. Sometimes you just got to make it work. Load the mat into the Cricut and press the blinking button. Let it scan your mat. And then press the blinking button again to start cutting. Repeat for each color. Now we need to weed. So we're going to remove all this extra vinyl. To keep my table protected, I'm going to use a glass surface, and I'm going to use a dental pick tool to help pick up some of this vinyl. It's much easier to cut pieces apart instead of trying to remove everything in one big piece. And don't forget those tiny little cutouts. This is actually car vinyl, and I wanted to show you how heat affects vinyl. So you can see this stretches, and then if I add a little bit of heat, it's going to snap right back. Now craft vinyl doesn't stretch exactly this much, but it does stretch, and this will help it snap back into place if you need to pull it back up. The heat will absolutely help with the wrinkles and adhesion. Now we're going to use transfer tape. I'm going to use paper transfer tape. I found that it's less aggressive and easier to work with. I'm going to place my decals face down onto the tape and press them well. Let's start applying it to the blocks. I'm going to line them up in alternating sizes. So let's start with the grass. I'm going to line up the bottom of the decal with the bottom of that block. And now we're going to add letters. So to place these down cleanly, I'm going to cut a little piece off the backing. I tack it down with the transfer tape, and then I pull the rest of the paper backing off. Press it well, then remove the transfer tape. Now let's add the stems and flowers. Trim everything you need so it fits nicely. You can layer your flowers, clean up overlaps, and press everything down. Now let's give everything a little bit of heat to help it adhere. And that's it, your finished bloom blocks. And here they are all finished. Simple, pretty, and perfect for spring. I hope this gave you a little inspiration for your next DIY. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.